Yeah, hi, I'm Harry, I'm a trans guy, and I don't really know why I'm doing this, except I have lots of thoughts, and there's too many thoughts. I don't really like, also I just kind of want to record all of the things that are going on, and my beautiful journey of becoming a real boy, because that's what this is about. I don't really know where to start. I don't want to go through the, like, it all started when I went through puberty, because everyone knows that. So I guess I could start with my coming out, which was interesting, to say the least. I was in the closet for 4, maybe 5 years before I decided to come out. I came out in October 2019, which was last year, and yes, we're in 2020 right now, which, if you're watching this in not 2020, things are going on, and it's been a year, but that's not what this video is about at all. I could get into that some other time, I guess. Maybe, if my 23 subscribers like it. Coming out, right. So I was in the closet for 5 years, 4 years. I don't really know how time works anymore. It was an amount of time that was too long, and I had been writing this letter in my notes in my phone for, again, I don't know time, but it was a long time. It was months and months that I had just been, every time I got like all in my feels of being trans and wanting to come out and also not wanting to come out and being frustrated about my situation in the closet, I would go in and I would rewrite and edit this note that I had, which was my coming out letter. So it would change from being like really upbeat and like, this is who I am and you guys are gonna accept me whether you like it or not, to being really, really angry and very mean, to being really sad and depressed, because that's just the different emotions that I have gone through in my life, as most people do. I had been writing this coming out letter for months and months and months, and I was at work one day and I was in my feels a bit, and I was like, you know what, screw it, I'm done, I'm coming out. So I copied and pasted this letter that I'd written in my notes and I sent it to my immediate family members in a group chat. Or what I thought was a group chat, because I only got one reply, and I thought that was because I had been disowned, to be honest. I got one reply, and it was very positive. It was basically yeah, I kinda knew. Like, yeah, we kinda knew. Um, Also rightfully upset and confused about some of the things that I had said, which were all true, about me feeling unsafe and whatnot, and all that other depressing stuff that trans people have to deal with when they're in the closet for 5 years, and they think that their family isn't going to be accepting. So, fun times. I only got one reply, which was a good reply, and I was very happy with it, and the other 3 people in that group chat, I just didn't get a reply. So yeah, I was kind of nervous, but I went home and went to bed after my shift because it was like 10 o'clock at night. And I came down the next morning. The parent who replied was like, no one else in the group chat got my message. It just sent to her. I thought I had come out, but I hadn't. I'd only come out to one person. So I had to resend it individually to those immediate family members. There was lots of crying, and it was me crying, by the way. Because there was some not so great kind of reactions. It was more like misinformation and ignorance than them actually like hating me and kicking me out, which was the worst case scenario. I don't think I ever really believed that would happen, but a couple of my friends have been like kicked out, or their parents have threatened to kick them out because of it. So I think I had pretty valid reasoning to assume that that was a possibility. Love my teenage years. There was the usual, like, oh, I don't think I could ever call you this name or by these pronouns. Because they already knew I was bi. I think. I think Alex thought I was a lesbian. I'm not really sure, to be honest. We don't communicate well in this family, I've realised. But yeah, in the end, it was a pretty positive thing. Could have gone a lot worse than it did. And I like that my parents were so open to be educated, and all it really took was for me to stop being a pussy and just talk to them about it, which I eventually did. They're probably listening to me talk about all this right now, which is fun. If you can hear me, don't come and speak to me. I came out in October last year, and then nothing really changed. They stopped using my dead name, which was great, apart from the odd slip up, which was whatever. I don't really care about that. We're all human, we make mistakes. I still, like, misgender and dead name my friends. That's not me being transphobic, that's just me being dumb. They switched to this weird thing where they'd use they them pronouns and not he him, which was, I don't know. Like, they haven't used she her for a very long time now, but they still use they them all the time. And it's like, well, I don't go by they them, you're still misgendering me. But it's not out of a place of spite, so I kind of just ignore it. It's fine, but we'll get there eventually, probably. So yeah, things stayed like that for a very long time, but I think in, like, relative to other people, I've had it so good. Like, I've come out and I've had a generally really good experience with it, so very grateful for that, and I guess everyone around me. Before I get too sappy, I'm just gonna continue because I've been speaking for too long. The whole reason I started making this is because I have an appointment with a gender doctor person man in next week, which is fun. I'm getting an official diagnosis of gender dysphoria and a referral to a transgender clinic, and they're gonna get me on the man juice. I'm getting on tea because of this big change that's happening. I just wanted to kind of document it from the start, and I guess this is kind of the start officially. I tried going through the NHS. They weren't very helpful, is all I have to say with that. So I am going through a private clinic, which is really expensive. I emailed the clinic, and within 2 days they replied to me, and then the next day I booked my appointment for 3 weeks' time, so whereas the NHS waiting list is roughly 3 years, I got my consultation within 3 weeks. It only cost me £500 though. £500 to be told something I'm already aware of is going to be fun, but I'm hoping that I don't know what the name for them is. I just keep calling them the gender people. Maybe, I don't know. Hopefully the doctor will shed some light on this, because I've never gone to therapy or really spoken to any professional about this. I've just kind of experienced things and bottled things up, and it would be cool to have someone tell me, like, yes, this is normal for a trans person. Yeah, hopefully it'll be a good appointment and worth the £500 that it costs. I'm paying to not have to wait 3 years to get an appointment, which I think is definitely worth it, because in 3 years' time I'll be 21. In 3 years' time I'll be 21 and starting my 3rd year of uni, so that's scary and a long way away, and I don't want to be 3 years in the future and be stuck in this situation, because I've already had to deal with it for the last 5 years. And I'm definitely ready now to change things. It's the 17th of August, I believe, today, and my appointment is on the 24th of August at 12 o'clock. And luckily, because of the whole, I'm not sure if you've heard of it, the whole, like, worldwide pandemic thing, I don't have to go anywhere for my appointment. I get to sit in the comfort of my own bedroom, which will probably be right here, and basically have a Skype call appointment with the doctor, which is really cool. Because it also means that I won't have to travel up to London for my appointment, because that's where my nearest clinic is. I'm excited for that, even though it's just just a diagnosis. And I think it will be hard, because I've never really spoken outwardly about or in depth at all about what I feel or what I've kind of been through. I've brushed over it, but as you can probably tell, I'm not very good at speaking, so I don't really know why I'm sat here, to be honest, but is what it is. C'est la vie. I think I'll probably cry. It's likely. I cry a lot. I cried before starting this video. I'll be honest with you. I can't remember why. That's besides the point. I'm nervous. Definitely nervous about the appointment because I don't really know what we're gonna... Obviously, we're gonna talk about me being trans, but like, what does that involve? I don't really know. We'll see. I will probably make a video afterwards. Maybe. If I ever... I might just delete this, to be honest, as soon as I finish filming it. I'm really looking forward to getting on T. I think more recently, because it seems so, like, close to... I think I pushed it kind of to the back of my head because I figured I wouldn't be able to get on it for a very long time. But now it's, like, in the near future. Like, I could be on T by the end of the year, which is crazy to me, but also very exciting. I've been really impatient about it recently because there are a lot of changes that I want to happen. Mostly my voice. Hate it. To the point where it makes it, like, uncomfortable to speak sometimes. Not right now, as you can tell, because I've been talking for the last 25 minutes. My brother's singing. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed whatever the hell that was, and I may be back. I might not. You might not even see this. It depends whether I ever upload it or not, so bye, I guess.